Hi everyone, I hope you are well. This looks really amateur today, like really bad filming, but you're gonna have to excuse I've got no makeup on because I stupidly slept in my makeup last night and I quite like to not wear it the next day if I do that. I don't do it very often, but sometimes I do when I get really tired. And also we have swimming today, so I didn't see the point of putting any more on. Also, it's getting so hard to film with Rory, so he is just crawling around and I'm sat on the floor. I normally put my tripod up, but he attacks it, so I am not going to do that. And I also want to try and get this as done in one take as possible because I need to get it live tonight and I don't want to spend too much time editing it because I've got a feeling that Rory is not going to nap too much today. Don't know why, just call it a hunch. So yeah. So I've been really useless at, you coming over to say hello? He's coming. I've been really useless at filming his monthly updates since about 7 months. So today I'm going to cover month 8, 9 and 10. It's quite nice because, come on then, Baba. Oh dear, oh dear. It's quite nice because all the things that he started doing in month 8, he's just developed, so they kind of all like lead on to each other anyway. So it works out quite well. Right, so let me just check my list of things. So in his eighth month of life, he went on his first holiday, which actually was much smoother than I ever thought it would be. I definitely set myself up for the worst. I am doing a blog post tonight on all of my tips and essentials, so I'll link that down below instead of going too much into it in this video. But it was way easier than I thought, so if you are planning on holidaying with a baby, I really wouldn't worry too much. He's standing up, come on then. It is pretty much just the same stuff, different location. That is the best way. Typically my camera battery just died. Yeah, so whilst we were on holiday, I was just saying not to stress about it. Basically, yeah, don't stress. If you're going on holiday, it will be fine. And like I said, I've made a list of all the things that you should pack just to make it a little bit easier. But yeah. What was I saying? I've lost my train of thought. My camera battery just died typically, so I'm just trying to think again. What was I saying? So yeah, whilst we were on holiday, Rory started to kind of crawl, which really surprised us because we just didn't think he was going to get there with that. He is very dead on when it comes to milestones, so he's not early at all, he's not late, but he doesn't show any interest, and then all of a sudden we'll wake up one day and be like, I'm going to do this. Like he just gets it overnight, and he started to crawl. It was very much like just moving his arms and legs, but he was getting somewhere. So that was really exciting whilst we were away. The irony is that we had planned on booking the holiday when he was 7 months so that he wouldn't be moving. Look at you. And obviously whilst we were away, he decided that moving was what he was gonna do. Thanks, Rose, my love. So yeah, so what else did he start to do? Also whilst, that's 9 months. Also whilst we were on holiday, he said his first word, which was dada. So on the bus back, you know when you do the like coach transfer thing, he went dad and we were like, oh my god. And then he didn't say anything else, so we were like, oh, it's a fluke. And then the next morning when we were at the hotel, because we stayed in a hotel overnight and then drove back home the next day, he started saying dada. And then in the car all the way home he was like da 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 da. So he said his first word at 7 months. So yeah, that was really lovely. Again, I didn't think he was going to get talking. He's always been like a talker in the sense that he makes a lot of noise as a baby, but I didn't think he would actually say any words. He definitely thinks that I'm dada though, or that milk is dada. Or maybe he doesn't associate it to anything, but he hasn't clicked that his dad is dada yet. So what else did he do? Whilst we were away on holiday, he started to show some really clear personality traits. So he was clearly getting annoyed and frustrated at things, which was really amusing. Being on a holiday was harder in the sense that like there were no home comforts. So Rory was often held or put in his pushchair as opposed to being in this jumperoo or a bouncer or anything like that. So I think he got, because also his sitting is good, but he was still a little bit wobbly whilst we were away. And obviously whilst you're away, there's a lot of hard floors and stuff. So he generally, unless he was put on a bed at night time, he was generally being held, and I think he got frustrated about that. So whilst we were on holiday, he started to show like really clear signs of being annoyed at things. So if you put him in his pushchair, he would like go and like make a really angry noise, and he would like not hit out, but he would like hit the pushchair or something like that. It was really amusing to kind of see these new traits in him. You're gonna go for this. What's this? Oh, yes, that was quite funny. So month 8 wasn't that monumental really, just those 3 kind of key things happened. And then month 9, he started to really develop his crawl. He picked up a lot of speed with it, showed a lot more interest in wanting to do it. So before, he would only crawl, like in month 8, he would only crawl if he really wanted something, whilst in month 9 you could just tell he was keen to learn how to do it. Month 9 I would say would be the month that I would class him as crawling. He wasn't up on his like hands and knees like a typical baby crawl. It was still very much a commando crawl, but he would definitely get to whatever he wanted to get to, and he was very much mobile, so I would class it as a crawl. What else? In month 9 he started saying more words, so he could say dada, mum mum and nana, and he says all of those things loads. In month 9, something that's really funny is that he has started to laugh at things, which are like obviously funny. So before, that doesn't make any sense, but at one point like he would laugh at like me, Rich, siblings, like if you made him laugh he would laugh. He started to laugh at things by himself. So if he was watching the telly, like Peppa Pig, you stand up again, he would laugh at certain cue points that amused him, and he still does it now. So like there's a scene where they're blowing bubbles, and when all the bubbles pop he finds that really funny, but he consistently finds that funny, and I find that quite nice to watch, like this personality developing, and just like he finds sound and things like that really, really funny. He loves music, so in month 9 I learned that he is definitely into song and singing and listening to stuff like that. He knows all, like in month 9 he learned how to do like cue point actions to songs. So if you sang Wind the Bobbin Up and got to the clapping bit, he would clap. If you sang You're Happy and You Know It, clap your hands, he would clap his hands. So he got really, really into song, which was really fun actually. In month 9 he got his 2 bottom teeth. They came through with quite minimal fuss. He had like a couple of grouchy days per tooth, but generally, oh thank you, generally there wasn't much fuss there, and it's only been like this week now, so he's 10 months old now, that they've started to irritate him a bit more, and I'm not sure if his top 2 are coming through or if it's that final push that's bothering him, but he's not like upset with it or grouchy. He is just kind of not himself is the best way to put it, and like this week he's been a little bit more like, he's not at all a cryy baby. Like if he's crying it's quite shocking, whilst this week he's been a little bit more tearful. So we've got his teeth. Again, the teeth was like really odd as well, because I just didn't think he was going to get teeth for ages. I didn't think I got teeth till I was quite old, and I didn't crawl till I was 1, so I wasn't expecting him to crawl that early. So yeah, month 9 it felt like lots of things suddenly like clocked into place, with like crawling starting to form, teeth and talking. And then month 10 has been an absolute joy. So he's just turned 10 months today. So I do the updates as like his 10th month of life. So yeah, just turned 10 months today. And this has definitely been one of the better months. Like obviously all months are amazing, but this has definitely been like a really enjoyable month. He is so much more toddler-like, it's insane. I really just feel like he's a toddler now. I don't feel like he's a baby at all, and I thought I would find that really sad, but I just love it. Like he's so much fun, he's got so much personality now, and he's just really easy. Oh, also I forgot, in month 9 he got a routine, which he's never ever had. He's kind of had like kind of a routine, but it chops and changes a lot, whilst in month 9 he got a really consistent routine, which I think helped a lot with food, and just bulking out his meals, making sure they were on time. Well, that sounds really stupid, not making sure they were on time, because they were on time, but like just giving him a lot more and like letting him lead the meal. So he would have like food, then a snack, and like I would let him decide when he was full, and that was more to like help him start cutting back on milk, because he is a huge milk monster. and I was told like to start kind of trying to substitute food with milk with food, as opposed to letting him fill himself up with milk. So I started letting him eat more food and stuff, which he wasn't interested in food as much until recently, and that's definitely helped kind of set those times. He will now have a nap pretty much dead on every 3 hours, and he will sleep for a reasonable period of time, like 40 minutes to an hour, which just wasn't happening before. Before he would sleep when he wanted to. It would normally be like a 10 to 20 minute nap, and yeah, he was a very tired baby. Whilst now it's really consistent, and it's really nice because it just helps me to know where we're all at. Have you lost your candle? He's just thrown a candle under the chest of drawers and now doesn't have it. Do you want to play with this instead? Come play with mummy's makeup. So yeah, so that routine has really helped. This week it's been a little bit iffy, like some days he just doesn't stick to it at all, and that's fine. But yeah, so month 10, like I was saying, has been so much fun. So what has he started doing in month 10? Let me just check my list, even though it's like so recent, I should know. He started to really develop his skills. So his crawl is now pretty much there. He is on his hands and knees. He will drop down to doing a commando crawl, which he's doing right now, purely because he's faster. But I think he's going to stop doing that and move into his normal crawl really soon as he gains confidence with it. He started to pull himself up onto things. Like he will pull himself up onto our headboard, he'll pull himself up onto the banister on the stairs, he'll pull himself up at the back of the sofa, and yesterday he pulled himself up from the floor to the sofa, off the floor up, like so he stood on the sofa when I wasn't in the room, which really impressed me. Like I couldn't believe it. He really likes to drop though, so as soon as he's up he will drop down. Like he really likes that. Even if you try and hold him up, he just wants to drop onto his bum. He quite likes the sensation, and then he wants to pull himself back up and then drop down again. I think he just quite likes the feeling of falling. So yeah. What else has he started to do? The standing up thing again, like crawling, I just didn't expect it. Like he literally woke up one night and was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, that's for me now. Whilst he showed no interest in doing it before. He has started to get really independent in the sense that he wants to feed himself, his milk, he wants to do things for himself, which is a lot easier. He's a really easy baby. Like I think when you get to a certain point you reflect and you realise that they are really like what kind of baby they are. Obviously when it's your first you have no clue whether they're easy or difficult or anything like that, but he is such a chilled out easy baby. He's really good at entertaining himself, he will play by himself. That makes it sound like I'm neglectful, but you know what I mean. Like if I'm getting ready now, he's really good at like just keeping himself quite occupied, keeping himself quite happy and being quite patient. But yeah, definitely getting more independent, which helps a lot more. He's definitely showing a preference to wanting to move about. So now instead of popping him in his jumperoo whilst I do things like load the dishwasher or whatever, he will quite happily like sit with a load of toys and crawl about, and that makes it easier because I can keep an eye on him and stuff, because he can go from like room to room with me, as opposed to like before I would pop him in the jumperoo and just like every 30 seconds I just pop my head through the door and just check he was still okay. Yeah. Are you balanced there? Are you quite happy? I'm not really sure whether you're up there, but that's fine. He's started to really click with things, like lots of things are just slotted into place. So he's really into like cause and effect now, so he likes to like make things happen with his toys. Like he will like to spin things, he will like to press buttons, he will like, so I'm going to make him a busy board because he is really into like knowing that he's done that and that has happened because of what he's done. What else? He did have like a list, where is it? He's really motivated by toys. He just loves playing with toys, which is really nice because he has so many toys, it's insane. He still likes not toys, so his favourite things are like remote controls, wires, mobile phones, makeup brushes, he goes crazy for. So yeah, he's still into like not toys, but he is motivated by toys, which I think is why he quite likes the childminder, because she's got new toys. What else are you doing? He has started kissing. His dad has taught him to start kissing, which is really, really cute. What else? Yeah, he just, I don't know, it's really hard to describe, but Oh, he also, so before, say he was after like my phone or something, I could put like a muslin blanket over it and he would be like, where's that gone? Whilst now he will lift the muslin blanket. Like just a minute ago he dropped that candle under the chest of drawers and he will crawl over and try and get it, whilst before he would be like, well, it's gone now. So he's kind of starting to click with things, which is really interesting, and I think that's the start of toddlerhood. But it's really nice to like have a child, like he feels like a child. Like I feel like he's more interactive and you can kind of play with him and do things. Like obviously I think since about 6 months he's been into toys and stuff, but it's just more, there's more communication there, if that makes any sense. Like oh, you're getting frustrated. This is what I mean about his toy, it's his teeth. He will like suddenly have like a little outburst. But yeah, it feels like he can play with you because he gets what things are doing and he understands how to do it, if that makes sense. I have also learnt this month that he is obsessed with swimming. I started to take him to swimming lessons and he is just so good. He already kicks his legs, he already flaps his arms after 2 lessons and just absolutely loves it. So that's really nice too. But yeah, anyway, I think I will wrap this up now because you are getting irritable, aren't you? Are you getting crabby? Are you getting crabby? Are you going to clap your hands? Go clap, clap, clap. No, I'm going to go crawl. So yeah, I think I'll wrap this up here. You've tilted the camera again. But next time I will try and make it a bit better filming. But that is what he's been doing and that is what he's up to. But like I say, he's just so much fun at the moment. He is an absolute joy to be around, aren't you, Bubba? Even though you've just shown yourself up by crying. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please give us a thumbs up in this video and please subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you on Monday. So yeah, that's the thing I have to say. I finally set my filming and blogging schedule and it will be every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. New content will go live on my blog and YouTube at 7:30. So please stay tuned for Monday. But yeah, say bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. You just look at me like you're an idiot.